Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. Today I'm sharing with you a Bath and Body Works two-part order or haul, I guess, whatever you want to call that. Both of these things were purchased on two separate sale days. The hand soaps were purchased during their, I think it was like 325 sale or something like that, one of their like Christmas time sales, like See It to Believe It, or I don't know, they're called, there's like a name for what they're called, I can't think of it right now. And then the single wick candles were also purchased on a sale day. I think it was like $6, maybe like $6.50 sale, I think. They are, I believe, having like another sale today. They had another hand soap like yesterday or something like that. So these sales are just popping up like every few days, or every other week or something, so it's not super hard to catch. However, I have noticed they're like fluctuating the prices by like a couple cents each time, so if you can catch them cheaper, that's a possibility. Sometimes they're even a little bit more expensive, so I don't really know. The prices are so all over the place, it's hard to know why they're doing it, what the purpose is. I have no idea, but I will share with you what I paid for these. So, like I said, the candles, single wick candles, were on $6.50 sale. Normally, I think these are like $12 maybe or something. They usually do like a 2 for $20 sale regularly. That's like what they're kind of set at for the most part, it's 2 for $20. And so I figured there were a few scents that I wanted to purchase that didn't either come in 3-wick form, so I couldn't get those for candle day, and there were some that maybe are just scents that I'm not 100% sold on yet that I wanted to try without going full into a 3-wick. So that is why I made this purchase. Also, half of these are gifts, and then the other 3 are for me to try and my partner. And then the price that I ended up paying for these 6 single wick candles is $4.83 each. That is before tax and shipping. So they were, like I said, $6.50. I ended up getting a $3.30 hand sanitizer spray and like the eucalyptus spearmint scent. I didn't add this in here just because it didn't really, I guess, matter. It's not like a soap or candle, so I didn't add it. But I did get one of those with that same order as a single wicks to bring my total up to $40. I had a $10 off 40 coupon, and that took me down to $32.30. And then with that was with the 10 off, and then ended up, once I divided it by 6 candles, I got $4.83 before tax and shipping. So that is what I paid for the candles. I will go through the scents in just a second. But before I do that, I will share with you what I paid for the soaps, just because if you guys are kind of looking for deals, it's easy to kind of think about, like, look at the prices that they have like week to week and kind of base it off of like, do you have a coupon that week? Is it worth the price? And all that stuff. Also, keep in mind, semi-annual sale is coming up, so if you feel like you don't need anything until after Christmas, which is semi-annual sale is the day after Christmas, so if you feel like you don't really need anything, then I would suggest just holding off. You can usually find soaps for like 75% off, or candles, 3-wick or single wick for 75% off. And they also usually, typically at this time, like semi-annual sale time, sell the wallflower candles, like the tester candles, I guess, the small ones, and those are usually like 75% off too, which they come out to like be super, super cheap, like $2 or cheaper, I think. Anyway, so let me just switch this over. The hand soaps were on sale for like three something, I think, which is like the sale that is typical. Let's see, what's $3.25. Okay, so hand soaps were on sale for $3.25 each. I ended up getting 16, which is over the amount that was like to hit the $40 limit. But I really knew that there were certain ones that I wanted to give as gifts, which once again, like half of these are for Christmas gifts this year. And then the other half are just ones that I'm going to use for the upcoming spring season and like after New Year's. Anyway, so I ended up using that 10 off 40 coupon again and ended up paying $2.62 per hand soap, which I think is a fairly good deal. So I'm not going to keep on going on the prices. I'll just zoom in and share with you guys the specific scents and I guess like my general thought on them. This first one here that we have is Fresh Balsam. I love this packaging. I think it's beautiful. And I also believe that this is the first time we're seeing Fresh Balsam in hand soap form. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that we had a bubble bath in Fresh Balsam maybe last year or the year before that. But this is gorgeous. This is in their Gentle Gel, Gentle Gel formula. And the notes on Fresh Balsam are woodland balsam, crisp eucalyptus, and cedarwood. And it also says made without dyes and parabens. So that's really cool. I love this. I think that this is going to be delicious. I loved the spruce scented hand soap that I used last Christmas, and I'm guessing that will be in the same family. So that'll be a great one. The second one I have here is Champagne Toast. This is a very popular scent from Bath & Body Works, and they brought it back for their Roaring 20s collection. I think it's gorgeous bottle here with like the bottle on it. And also it's got like these cool like little firework looking things on the side. Anyway, notes for Champagne Toast are, let's see if I can zoom in. Bubbling champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. So this is just their foaming hand soap formula, which I know a lot of people find drying, but I feel like it really gets in all the nooks and crannies of my hand, so I like it a lot. This one here is Crushed Candy Cane. This scent has also become quite popular recently. Similar to Twisted Peppermint, but this one is a lot more realistic in the sense that it really does smell like crushed up candy canes. It is a lot sweeter as well. This is crunchy peppermint, white sugar crystals, and frosted mint leaf. I think the label or packaging on this is gorgeous as well. And that one is actually going to be a gift. Moving on to this collection. I'm not sure what this collection is called, but I think that these are beautiful. I love that this collection has frosted bottles. I think those are really nice. And especially for like this time of year, frosted just looks wintry to me. This is Winterberry Ice. This is a new scent to me. I've never actually smelled this one before. It is iced cherries, juicy orange, and snowy lime. And I did smell this one, and I really do like this. This is not too much of a, what should I say? This is not much of a winter scent. This is maybe even more like summery, juicy berries. But it is really, really nice. And I think that if you want something to kind of break up the sweet smells that usually people are using around this time of year, that this is a nice kind of break for your nose. I'll probably end up using that one like after New Year's. And then on to this one. I have two from this family, or from this scent. This is, oh man, it's real shiny. Sorry, you guys. This one is Merry Cherry Cheer. That wording down there, sorry about my nails, that wording, the name is really hard to read in this light, so I'm really sorry. But this bottle, once again, is frosted and absolutely beautiful. And I love that little bird that's kind of like chirping away on there. I think that that's really, really pretty. And Merry Cherry Cheer notes are maraschino cherries, pomegranate cider, and sugared milk. This one is almost, to my nose, it was almost kind of perfumey. Let me just sniff it one more time. I might have forgotten. Let me give it another little. Yeah, it's maybe not perfumey, but it's definitely a feminine kind of smell to my nose. I would not say that this one is super juicy, not like the last one where that one really just smells like crushed up juicy fruit, almost like a drinkable scent. This one's slightly more, I guess perfumey, a little bit more feminine. I don't think there's any flowers in it. No, the musk. I think it must be the musk, which is making it pull slightly perfumey, but it's beautiful. I did get two of these just because I thought the packaging was gorgeous, even though I did not know what the scent would be like. And I think that one of these is going to be mine and one will be a gift. So hopefully nobody I'm giving these to is watching. or it's they will know. This one here is in that same collection. This is Frozen Lake. This is a scent that it has been out a few times before. And I mostly picked this one up because of, once again, the packaging. I think it's gorgeous. It's very nutcracker type vibes. And I've heard other people have mentioned that this packaging for the candles and the soaps does give them also like nutcracker vibes. But it's gorgeous. This is really well done. Out of all of the Christmas packaging this year, this is by far my favorite. Notes for this one are frozen cypress, eucalyptus, and juniper berries. And this one, actually, I purchased all of these hand soaps before I got the single wick candles. And I let my partner smell this one. And this one, actually, he loved so much that I ended up picking up the Frozen Lake single wick candle for him because he enjoyed this one so much. It is a kind of, I don't want to say masculine, but I think cypress and the juniper maybe make it, slightly more. This could almost be like a men's fresh cologne type. So don't think like heavy, like dark, cologne that's gonna you're gonna smell in a bar and it's gonna choke you out. Like this is like a very freshly showered, maybe almost like if you guys are familiar with the freshwater body wash for the men's body care and Bath and Body Works. That is it makes my nose think of that one. So anyway, on to this next collection. I have Marshmallow Fireside. This is, I believe, also the first time Marshmallow Fireside has been released in hand soap form. I really am not positive on that. I'm just guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I like the packaging on this, though. Also, I think that this is gorgeous. Really, really cool with the stockings and gifts. And I love when they do the two corner looking label. This is totally random and maybe nobody else cares about it, but I really like it because when I put my soaps in their holders, I always kind of put them at an angle. Just that's the way that it goes. So I like when I have two things to look at. It's so dumb. Anyway, so everyone kind of knows the scent, or at least is somewhat familiar with it. This is Toasted Marshmallows, Smoldering Woods, and Fire Roasted Vanilla. This one smells spot on to the candle. I did little side by side just to make sure that nothing was thrown off, because you guys probably know sometimes when Bath and Body Works does candle to hand soap or body care to candle or whatever, they don't always hit the mark. So that one I would say that they did a very good job on matching the scents. Two more from that collection are Winter Citrus Wreath. This is one that has come out a few times before, or many times before, and actually I ended up giving this as a gift a few years back. And when I would go and use it at my parents' house, or I gave this to my mom. When I'd use it at her house, I was like, oh, I wish I kept that. It's so good. So I made a point to write it down and pick one up for myself and for her as well this year. This is, let me read the notes. Let's see. Notes on Winter Citrus Wreath are Balsam Wreath, Fresh Citrus, and Forest Breeze. This one's really, really delicious. And if you find that fresh balsam or any of the purely tree scents are a little bit too sharp or astringent for you, then this one is really nice because that orange kind of helps it. It's not a zesty orange. It's more of a juicy orange, which I know sometimes especially in vendor wax, sometimes their orange scents can be orange rind, and then it's just super sharp and doesn't help the situation. But those ones, that one does. It really kind of mellows that out. So I have two more winter scents, and then I believe the rest are mostly spring. This one here is in The Snuggle is Real, and I actually picked this one up for my sister because she says this quote all the time, or she says the struggle is real, but I thought that this would be just so funny. The scent is Fresh Strawberry Tart, and this one smells delicious. It's fresh picked strawberries, orange zest, and bergamot. This one is really, really nice. It's not, I guess, super bakery heavy. It's more just a strawberry orange with like the bergamot makes it more. I don't really know. It's definitely not bakery by any means. I would not call that a bakery scent. It's just kind of like a strawberry orange with a little bit of zing to it, which I'm guessing the zing is the bergamot. So it's really nice. This one here is Let's Chill Arctic Berry. I love the packaging. I think that is very cute. And notes on this one are snow-kissed berries, iced pomegranate, and cedar wood. This one is nice. This one's also another kind of fresh, post-Christmas kind of scent, in my opinion. Every time there's like berries and soap, my nose always just kind of says spring. So those are those ones. And then I also have 4 more. Let me kind of pull these over. Okay. So I have, I forgot about this one. This one here is also part of that Roaring 20s collection. It is in the ever popular scent Frosted Moscow Mule. Notes on this one are sweet lime, lemon zest, and sugar cane. So if you guys are familiar with the drink Moscow Mules, you'll know that there is ginger or ginger beer in them. And they did not list ginger as a note at all, which I think a lot of people were expecting, of course, because Moscow Mule. And this one this one just smells like almost like a flat Mountain Dew. It is like a lemon lime drink with no zing to it. I was really hoping there would be some kind of if you guys know like the soda pop, I think it's called Summertime Soda Pop candle. I was hoping that kind of bubbly effervescent, that word is so freaking hard to say. That type of bubbly note I was hoping would be in this, but it is not. And this one just kind of smells, like I said, like a very flat Mountain Dew. But the packaging is gorgeous. And I will do a little bit of Candle Day chit chat with you at the very end if you guys want to stick around and hear my thoughts on this year's crazy Candle Day. I'll share those, but I'll save that till the end. This one here, Strawberry Pound Cake. Love the packaging on this one. I think it's so pretty with like the little strawberries. Whoever designed this did a very nice job. I think this really does like scream springtime. So I love that. And Strawberry Pound Cake is a very popular scent. A lot of people love this one. It's fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. And then once again, like I mentioned for the citrus wreath, the marshmallow fireside soap, this one does smell a lot like its counterpart in the body care and in the candle. The body care actually is a little bit more artificial, fake kind of strawberry for me. And I have not purchased any of the recent releases of Strawberry Pound Cake in 3-wick form, but I have heard from some other like reviewers and people in the candle community that the newer Strawberry Pound Cake 3-wick candles are a little bit more artificial than the initial release. So I'm happy I stocked up on those first candles when they came out because, I really do enjoy Strawberry Pound Cake. Not my favorite in body care, but I think that this will be really nice during spring in hand soap form. I also picked up a fresh lemonade. Funny thing about this is I was shocked to even see this on their website. I've had my eye on this exact bottle, mostly because I love the packaging. And I wanted to pick it up for so long, but then it would go off the website and then come back on the website and then go off the website and then come back on the website. And it was never during a soap sale, so I just never picked it up because it wasn't worth it in my opinion. But this time it finally was, and I picked it up, and I'm very happy to have it. This one really does smell just like juicy like lemonade. And notes on this are lemon juice, lime twist, and sugar crystals. It really just smells like pure lemonade to me. Finally, it's getting darker here, so I'll try to pick this up. This is the flannel, and there's nothing fancy about this packaging. It's just in the White Barn Cork collection, and it is also in their, excuse me, it is also in their gentle gel hand soap form. But I have used this before, and I absolutely loved it, and flannel is one of my all-time favorite scents to burn in the fall, in the winter, and pretty much just like anytime I want it. It's a delicious scent. If you guys are not familiar with the scent Flannel, it is crisp autumn air, heirloom. Heirloom? Did I say heirloom? Yeah, I guess. Okay, heirloom mahogany, whatever the heck heirloom mahogany is, and cedarwood. And this one also says made without dyes and parabens. So it must be their new core collections. They are doing the without dyes and parabens in the bottles to kind of keep from having to dye the actual liquid colored. Like, see, this one is yellow. Like, they must be doing like the actual colored bottles to keep it, which I think is great. I support that fully. So that is all of my soaps. Oh, I forgot to mention, this scent also is an exact replication of their candle. So if you like the candle and you're wondering if this matches it, Flannel in hand soap form smells exactly like Flannel in candle form. Okay, any more? Okay, so on to the candles. Like I mentioned, I picked up 6 candles. I'll kind of just pull right from the beginning. This one is in the scent Flannel. I loved the packaging on this. This is just a single wick. Notes are exactly the same as they are for the hand soap that I just shared. Very excited about this one. The next one I have here is in the scent Holiday. I absolutely love the simplistic design that they have for these, and I wanted to pick up a few more. I actually had 4 of these in my cart. I think I had like Christmas Tree Farm or Tree Farm, and then there's another one, maybe like Merry Cookie maybe, or something like that I had in my cart, and then they dropped, sold out. But I picked up Holiday. This is one I probably wouldn't have picked up, but I thought that this would be a nice gift because, I don't know, it is a very spicy, red hot type cinnamon, but I also think that in a single wick versus a 3 wick, this is more, what's the word? It's not as offensive as like a 3 wick that could throw you out of the house. So let's see if the notes are on this one. I'm not even sure if they are on these. Yeah, notes are not on these single wicks. So, but like I mentioned, this is just like a red hot cinnamon. This one I have here is spiced gingerbread. This smells exactly like a gingerbread cookie. And I did hear that gingerbread marshmallow is actually more spicy than spiced gingerbread, and spiced gingerbread is more creamy than gingerbread marshmallow. Who the heck knows? All that I knew was that I wanted to try this one for myself, and knew that I probably wouldn't love it because I'm not a huge gingerbread fan, but I at least just wanted to try it. So instead of getting the 3 wick on Candle Day, I figured I would just pick up this single wick and see how it worked with my nose. And I do like it on cold, so we shall see burning. This is Frozen Lake. Like I mentioned, this is the scent that I picked up for my partner because he really enjoyed the Frozen Lake hand soap. Notes are exactly the same. For this one, I think it's just like juniper and whatever else. I love the label on this, and the color of the wax I think is gorgeous. So I'm excited to have him enjoy that one. And then finally, I have 2 more left. I have cedarwood and vanilla. I think that this one is just so beautiful, and I've possibly ranted about my not love of lavender before. I think a lot of the Bath & Body Works aromatherapy scents, or just vendor wax, sleepy time, like bedtime scents, or any kind of relaxing scent, people just throw lavender in there, and my nose picks up pretty much any lavender. I'm very sensitive to it. There's only very, very certain kinds that I can even deal with. Most of the time, it just gives me a headache. So it does the opposite of relaxing me. So anyway, for that reason, cedarwood blends or chamomile blends and bergamot blends, those type of scents I do find relaxing. And I was so excited to see that there was a cedarwood and vanilla scent. And this is so, so nice. It is like a very like romantic, but like masculine. The cedarwood is masculine, but that vanilla makes it more feminine. So it's just like this super romantic scent to me, and I hope that they come out with this in 3 wick, and I don't think they do have it in 3 wick, but I'd buy a ton of these. I really like this, so I'm super pumped to melt or burn that. And then finally, I have chamomile and bergamot. And this one is very similar to the aromatherapy sleep scent, which I think is just chamomile and bergamot. It's so nice, and I absolutely love the scent. It's another one that's like a bedtime type of scent for me and very relaxing. So those are all of the single wicks and all of my soaps. So like I mentioned, keep your eye out if you guys are in the market for any of these, because Bath and Body Works has been having a ton of sales recently. And if you guys want to hear me ramble a little bit about Candle Day, I'll share my thoughts here. So Candle Day for me this year was a lot different than it typically has been in the past. Candle Day last year and the year before that and the year before that, I was like up at the crack of dawn. Me and my friend Cody would, make a list like days before, go over everything, have the game plan in mind, know where to start at our local store, know where to end, know how much to bring, know how much to budget for, everything. Like, we were on it. And then this year, when they released the scents through, like, I would see it in the community through, like, Scents Galore would post about it, or Life Inside the Daily page, or Life Inside the Daily Finds. I could be butchering that. When I would look at those pages, I was like, no, okay, that's the new collection. All right, okay. Well, that's a bunch of repackages. That's a bunch of repackages. Okay, there's some more repackages. Oh, that's a new scent. That's exciting. And then I would look at the notes for that scent, and they were just friggin' repackages. So I was like, okay, nothing really was exciting for me because mostly they were all just repackages. So I put together my list of scents that were supposed to be coming out for Candle Day, and I looked it over, and there were like 5 new ones, or 5 ones that I actually wanted. And then I just figured that I would maybe just which is funny, this year was the year that I had people giving me coupons, knowing that I love Candle Day, even without having to ask for them. In the past, I would ask people for them, but this year I just had people giving me them. And which you would think would make me excited and want to be a part of it. But I was like, okay, I guess like maybe I'll go in a store. And me and my friend Cody were like thinking about it. And then the day before Candle Day, Cody called me and he's like, oh, well, somebody was exposed at work. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? None of this is worth it. And we were thinking of possibly, I was going to go over and we were going to do an online order together, and that was the other option. But then once he said that there was like a possible exposure, I was like, none of this is worth it. Candles are not worth risking my own health at all for. So I looked at the website that I had previously made my cart all up. I had a lot of their fall candles that I hadn't got around to purchasing many of. I only purchased I don't even know, 6 fall candles this year, because I didn't want to have to be bothered to be shopping in the stores constantly or anything like that because of coronavirus. And so pretty much I looked at my cart, which was full of fall candles and stuff, and I noticed that Bath and Body Works website had dropped out more than half of my cart. So the day before Candle Day, they took off a ton of their candles that they had available online, which kind of pissed me off. It pissed off a lot of people. And so I was left with 5 candles max. So I ended up only placing an online order at 6. I set my alarm 6 in the morning and woke up. I was actually up 10 minutes before. I noticed that the website was open, they had the candle sale was going. I don't know if it was how long they'd started, but it was at least 10 minutes because I was awake to see that it was working. But in the back of my mind, I thought, well, maybe they are waiting until 6 a.m. to put those candles that were once in my cart back onto the website with a few other Candle Day exclusive scents or just anything, So I had my cart ready and locked and loaded, but I figured I would wait until 6 o'clock. So at 6 o'clock, I refreshed the page, and there were no new scents. They didn't do anything. So I went to just, hit pay for my 5 candles personally, and then 5 candles I did also purchase for my friend Cody so we could share our online shipping. And then the site crashed, which I know that this is a problem for everyone else. And so I was, refreshing. Finally, it got back up at like 6:08 maybe. So it was a couple minutes and it popped back up. So I placed my order, and I'm grateful that it did go through, because I've seen a ton of people have had their items canceled. People have been getting the 20% off coupons if they had any items canceled during their Candle Day order. But luckily, I will say I was very fortunate that none of my items were canceled. I actually got the confirmation code like an hour or two later. And then I also got the shipping notice like a couple hours after that. And my candles were shipped, and they were actually sent to my parents' house by mistake, which must have been the address that I just, after I refreshed it must have like reset back to my previous home address. So my parents got it, and then I had my mom FaceTime me the other day and check that they were all safe and not broken, and that they were all there, and they were, which is exciting. And I'm thankful that they were all there. But like I said, a lot of people had canceled orders. A lot of people couldn't even get in on the site. I think that all of the candles sold out at around 2 p.m., which is bullcrap, because then today, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, they're all back on the website, which not all, but a ton more. There are like 100 things I could talk to you guys about as far as Candle Day. My thoughts on the fact that they kind of pushed for in-store sales during a pandemic. I hate that. I don't think that that's right at all. I do understand as a company, they do make, more profits from in-store sales. I get that. I know that they're just trying to run their business. Like, that's fine and fair. And I also know that this year's been hard for every single business. But that being said, it kind of didn't set right in my stomach and in my heart. And I was just kind of bummed out. I was hoping that Bath and Body Works would have done something a little bit nicer for everyone that's had such a hard year, kind of to try to help us out. I feel like at the very least they could have just allowed coupons to be used online instead of just in store, just because you had to use that candle code to get the Candle Day price online, and you couldn't use the coupons. And really, $9.95 without any coupons is not that good of a deal. I will say this: there was a Kroger e-gift card, like online gift card that you could use that gave you like $7.50 off of a $50 purchase of their gift card. So I did save $7.50 on my 5 candles at $9.95. So I did get them slightly cheaper than I would have even if I did go in the store. But at the same time, like typically I bought like 32 dang candles last year, and I bought 5 this year, 5 candles. And like this is all very, like none of this matters in the realm of what is happening in the world right now. Like they're just friggin' candles. Like it doesn't really matter that much. But at the same time, I think so many people are trying to grasp for things that are normal, anything that kind of holds any sort of normalcy right now, because the world is such a weird place to be in. Everything feels very like we're in a nightmare. Everyone kind of wants life to be back to normal. So, Candle Day is that one thing that helps people feel normal, but it just wasn't this year. And it's just because it's not a normal year. So whatever, if the world is back to a normal state next year, then I will be participating in Candle Day again, because it is something that brings me joy. And if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that it probably brings you joy as well. So my ending thoughts, I'll wrap it up with this. Of course I purchased soaps, and I purchased candles because I love and enjoy these things, and I am going to be giving most of these as gifts for this Christmas season, and my family kind of just knows that that's what I give, I guess. So they're almost expecting it now. You know, like my brother-in-law was like, "Oh, you're gonna have a candle this year." Like they kind of come to expect it. But I don't know. It's just, I would rather this year at least put my money towards, like, if I so feel the need to purchase any more scents or anything, any more body care this year, I would rather put my money towards a vendor, a small vendor, a small business, and somebody that really, like, that money, that $50 purchase that I could have spent at Bath and Body Works, I would rather put that towards somebody that $50 could pay for their their groceries for a week or whatever, or for a couple days, however big their family is. I would rather do that, and I think that kind of makes me feel slightly better. So it does feel slightly wrong while I show you my haul of Bath and Body Works stuff, but I think that is kind of where my mindset is right now. I genuinely would love to hear you guys talk to me in the comments about this. Are you guys mad about Candle Day? Did you guys go into stores? If anyone went into stores, I am in no way bashing you. Like, I get it. Like, I almost went into stores too, but just the amount of cases in my area are at like an all-time high. They're really bad right now. Like, everything is bad. Like, it's like pretty much the news said, like, hey, like, if you go anywhere, like, expect there to be an exposure there. Like, it's just friggin' everywhere. So it wasn't worth it for me to even go into stores. But if you guys went into stores, I want to hear about your experience. Did it seem like safe when you were in stores? Were people trying to distance as much as they could? If you shopped online, did your orders go through? Did you lose any candles? Like, also, and like, what are your thoughts in general on like just like Bath and Body Works and like how they handled Candle Day this year? I just want to hear it. Okay. I won't keep you guys longer. I hope you enjoyed this haul. You know, I hope that it was entertaining for you to watch. If any of these scents were kind of like on your radar, you know, if they, you know, whatever my thoughts were, I hope that they could help you. Anyway, okay. I hope you guys are being safe, healthy, and happy. And I hope you have a great day, morning, night, whatever time it is. Bye, guys.